And for me, it's you have to find that balance because it's a big commitment to do what you're doing. I don't even think I could do that ever, but such a race of that magnitude, it's a huge commitment.
But that's the other thing, the life balance.
Right.
So I mean, even in the race you were doing, like, you got work, you got family, and I mean that's something I like a goal I put on myself is like, okay, I don't want this to interfere. Like I want to do my thing, but I don't want to miss time with my family. I don't want to be like so tired from my workout that I can't hang or still mow the lawn or do the things I need to do around the house.
Yep.
And trying to keep that balance is a challenge.
Huge challenge.
And I have to kind of remind myself with I gotta check in with her, make sure I'm not.
Yeah.
Did I do too much? Did I?
Yeah.
And I mean, how do you handle, like, when you're looking at things you're doing or your workout, or even back then, like, how do you balance?
Back then, to be honest with you, once I started, I was always doing like the race, like the smaller race, like the obstacle course races and things of that nature. That, quite honestly, it happened when we separated and divorced. I want to say it. So I had extra time. I had my kids half the time. So I wanted to keep myself busy. I wanted to.
Say that probably.
And it did. It helped. It helped tremendously. So I had that time to channel it, somewhere else. Like even today, like my Kim will notice that if I'm stuck on a screen all day and can't get out of the house, or I miss she notices me. So I make it a point that I have to try to do something I have to for my own sanity.
Yeah.
I have to, but to balance that, it's hard. What's going to balance to make you feel right, and it's that balance with your partner. If you're going to be a better person to us, to the family, if this is what you need, fine, but just make sure you make time, because that's an important piece. Yeah. We all need it. Anyone that acts like, we all need it. Like Kim, she has her set times. I have my times, which doesn't interfere too much. But I told her, I'm gonna have to, if time allows, and I don't have calls. Like I would like to stop picking up, Monday nights again. I know you're gonna have all the kids, but it's just for a couple hours. For me, yeah. It would make me feel better. And Saturday mornings aren't a problem for me because I'm home by like 11 o'clock and. They're kids, they're it doesn't matter, and even if it's the summertime, we're still able to do our stuff. But the balance piece, it's funny you mentioned that. Is maybe that could be another, conversation for like another time. But how do you balance, how do you balance everything, with the job? And it's all a balance. It's all of a buddy of mine sent me this. It's I just like these little quotes of, let me pick this out, and it was kind of interesting, right? So it's just like, if you died tonight, like God forbid, and obviously we're not going to, but this is about talking about the family aspect, right? Your employer would advertise to fill your job by the end of the month, period, and end of story. Mm-hmm. But your loved ones, chosen family, friends, they would miss you forever. I guess the whole point of that was just, don't get too busy, making a living with your money and your job, that you forget to make life with the people around you.
Right.
Right. And this I thought was kind of cool, and it was funny because it was sitting on my desk, and I didn't do it for this. I'm like, I'm gonna bring this over to Ben. I'm gonna bring this over to Ben. So it's just 6 things mentally strong people do. Number 1, they move on. They don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. We talk about change. You can either do 2 things. You can embrace it or you can complain about it. Strong mentally people, they embrace change and they welcome the challenges. Big thing, try to stay happy. Don't waste energy on things that you can't control. Because we waste so much energy. I do. So much energy on things can't control. It's one thing to vent, change, do something about it. Only you can fix it.
Right.
Only you can fix it.
I'm always, it drives my daughters nuts, but I'm like, happiness is a choice. And they're like,
absolutely.
Dad, it's not. I mean, what's happening is it's like, no, you have a choice. You can choose to be happy.
It's true. Like, be kind, be fair, but don't afraid to speak up if it's the right thing to do.
Right.
What is this? Willing to take calculated risks, and